Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net. Hey basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished third in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School Gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com. Well, good afternoon, basketball fans. You're looking live at the Carmi Invitational Tournament taking place here on the campus of Carmi White County High School. I'm Randy Olson courtside with the Rockett man, Billy Rockett, longtime basketball official, as today the opening game of the tournament featuring the Fairfield Mules against the Mount Vernon, Indiana Wildcats. Glad that you're with us here live on AreaSports.net. Billy, you have officiated in the past in this tournament many, many times. This is kind of a homecoming for you, isn't it?
This is, yeah. I've already run into the athletic director, Kurt Simon.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, it's kind of like going to El Dorado tournament in different Benton and different places. I've refereed there, so some people I haven't seen in a few years, and sometimes get caught up in conversation, I may be gone for a while.
Well, I'm sure you've got some fond memories of refereeing basketball games here in this tournament down through the years, huh?
Yeah, I refereed several games in this tournament and always look forward to coming here. They treat you well. The hospitality room's great. The guys at the scores table always work hard for you. It's they just make it easy for you, really. Mm-hmm. The only work I had to do was just run. I tried to get out of that as much as I could.
Well, speaking of the hospitality room, you're going to take advantage of not only the hospitality room here, but you're doing a doubleheader. You're going to be just like in the old referee days. You're going to leave here, and you're going to go over to the Benton Invitational Tournament and do a game with Danny tonight, so you'll get to sample that hosptality room, I guess, too, huh?
Yeah, it's funny you brought that up because I was telling Patty, I said, now I'm going to do a 4:30 game tomorrow at Carmine, and I'm going to Benton and doing an 8:30 game with Danny at Benton. Mm-hmm. And she looked at me and she goes, this goes back to the refereeing days, don't it? And I'm like, yeah, it does.
It sure does.
I thought the same thing.
Yeah. Well, we are broadcasting high above the gymnasium here in what we call the Hofstra Suite.
We're in the Hofstra Suite.
And I am adorned in my Hofstra hoodie. And I'm looking around the gym, and I think I might be the only guy wearing a Hofstra hoodie.
I guess I'm going to have to get me one.
I can't figure that out. I mean, why is that?
Hey, I'm on your side. I'm your fan. We're all about what is it? The Hofstra Pride, ain't it?
Yeah, the Hofstra Pride. Instead of the Hofstra Lions, it's the Hofstra Pride. Yeah. I guess they thought it sounded meaner or something. I don't know.
Must be. Well, last time I looked, it's 13-5. So
yeah, they are tied for second in the Colonial Athletic Conference. So they're doing pretty good. I think there's like 12 teams in that conference, so they're doing pretty good.
Folks, this all started out as a joke.
Oh yeah, totally.
And Randy was the one that started the joke. Now the joke's all on him.
We're kind of taking it to a whole nother level now since I got this hoodie, right?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, yep. It's pretty hilarious. But no, what it really dates back to is, well, you and I were talking about different cupcake teams that sometimes these Division I college teams will play, during the course of a basketball season to start off with. And we were saying things like Sisters of St. Mary's and Arkansas A&M and Delaware General Hospitals.
Exactly.
Pharmacy division and whatever, And I just threw out the name Hofstra.
Yeah, that's just like playing Hofstra, he said.
Yeah, and you just cracked up. And Hofstra, where'd you pull that one out of?
Yeah, that's like a rabbit out of the hat. Where'd you get that at? Hofstra.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you where it came from the back of my senses, I think, back of my mind from when I was a little kid, because if you remember growing up listening to any comedy albums by Bill Cosby, he used to have a comedy album out back in the late 60s, early 70s called Why Is There Air? And on the cover was Bill Cosby holding either a volleyball or a soccer ball with the phrase, Why Is There Air? And he went to college at Temple, and on that record album, he talks about playing sports at Temple and how scared they were to play Hofstra.
Oh, gosh.
Yes.
That's funny.
They were scared to death of Hofstra. I guess Hofstra was just mean and brutal and just beast at that time. And so that has always stuck with me to this day since I was a little kid. And so I guess when you and I were talking about teams that Division I schools could play early in the year that might be cupcakes, I just threw out the name Hofstra. So now it's just become a big joke.
And, and when we tag people on Facebook, it's got such a big joke anymore that several people either does the wow or the laugh or whatever. It's just not about 3 or 4 of us anymore.
Well, the funny thing is the broadcast crew that's just down the bleachers here from us from Mount Vernon, Indiana, who will be doing this game with us today, too. They're doing it on radio over in Mount Vernon, Indiana. We were talking to him as we were setting up, and he says, man, I have never seen anybody wear a Hofstra shirt before.
I about fell down the bleachers when I looked up here. When I first come in, because you beat me here a few minutes, and I looked up and I'm like, well, there's Randy right there. So I know about where we're at.
Right.
I'm like, he's got a blue hoodie on. Why would Randy be wearing a blue hoodie?
Yeah.
Did he sneak in my cubby closet or what? And you turn around and see the big white and gold letters, Hofstra.
I sure surprised you, didn't I?
Yeah, I about lost it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this basketball game. The Fairfield Mules are the heavy favorites. They come in here, of course, with a record of 14-3 on the season. They're taking on a team from Mount Vernon, Indiana, who is winless on the year. They almost got one the other night. They played Vincennes Lincoln and lost by 1 point, but they still came up short. So they're still winless on the year. They are improving as the season goes, but they just don't have a whole lot of size and don't have as many experienced athletes as what you're going to see on this Fairfield bunch. And so, Fairfield does come in as the heavy favorite this afternoon. We'll be totally honest with you. But, hey, you still got to play the game. You got to come out here and you got to execute. But this could be a chance for Fairfield to work on some things that they want to polish, particularly after losing that tough game on the road to Olney and then sneaking by Carmi the other night here in a regular season game. Fairfield can kind of polish things up. What did you say, Billy?
Yeah, I'd say you're about right. We've all seen Fairfield play, pretty well know what, everything about them.
Yeah.
Mount Vernon, Indiana, I haven't seen their schedule. I know sometimes, they come in, may be 0-4 in a Carmi tournament, and I've had them before it, but they're always competitive. They work hard, they hustle. And like I said, I've not seen their schedule. You get over around Mount Vernon, Indiana, and you get up around some schools around Evansville, you get around in some tough competition, And
I'm sure they have played some
tough
competition.
You got some Evansville Bossies and some,
Mater Days and things like that.
Mater Days and Centrals and Wrights and Harrison, I think. And, there's a bunch of schools in Evansville that, puts out tough competition year after year after year.
Right. Well, later on, after this one, it'll be Mount Carmel against Edwards County, and also Carmi will take on Harrisburg in the nightcap here tonight. So there's 3 games to kick off the opening day here at the Carmi Invitational Tournament. I got some other sheets out here for you. I don't know if you saw them, Billy, of other tournaments. Here you are, going on around the area, too. Why don't you touch upon some of those, because there's a lot of other tournaments going on. You're going to be going to Benton a little bit later on to do a game with Danny.
Yeah, over in Benton, we got Vandalia's playing Meridian, Pinckneyville's playing Cesar, and then Benton will play Hamilton County in the nightcap at 8:30. Johnson City, they've got that Arrowhead Classic over there going on at 6 o'clock. El Dorado will be playing Christopher. DuQuoin will be playing Johnson City, and then where the Benton tournament and the Carmi tournament will skip Tuesday, that tournament will go ahead and play on Tuesday. And then down at the Superman Classic, we got Carterville at 6:15 playing Graves County, Kentucky. At 7:30, Vienna Eagles takes on the Massac County. And, Massac County, it's a bracket tournament where these here are not. And Goreville Blackcats is also in that tournament, and they're in the bottom bracket.
Yep.
So
Could see a matchup between undefeated Goreville and Massac County.
And, sometimes the way Massac plays, they could put a dent in that unblemished record of Goreville.
Yeah, you never know.
At Nashville, we got Mascoutah playing Brentwood, Missouri. Breeze Central playing Metro East Lutheran. Over at Oakville, Carlisle is playing Roxana. This is Carlisle's first year there. They was in the Benton tournament for years and years and years. Trenton Westland plays Waterloo Jabot.
And then there's a couple other tournaments that don't start till tomorrow.
The Sparta tournament starts on Tuesday. Salem tournament starts on Wednesday, and the West Frankfort tourney starts on Tuesday.
All right, so that's kind of a rundown of other tournaments going on around the area. We'll take a short break, come back with more in just a moment as we bring you live play-by-play coverage of the Fairfield Mules and the Mount Vernon, Indiana Wildcats right here on AreaSports.net.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are pleased to welcome new providers to our Carmi Family Clinic on Oak Street. Jamie Jacobs is a family nurse practitioner that not only calls White County home, but has 5 years of critical care experience. Also new to our team, internist Dr. Brett Schwarm has decades of expertise in providing adult and pediatric care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic has you covered. Plus, don't forget, weekend walk-in clinics on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. It really is all about your health at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic.
Houghton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizzas such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Alton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Alton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978.
As a craftsman, Gordy had imagination and vision. As a business owner and machinist, he understood all the moving components and how important they were to making things work. When he dreamed of building his business, he knew he needed help. FNB provided the spark necessary to ignite his growth. That partnership has proven to be his best creation yet.
Back here at the Carmi Invitational Tournament, where the Fairfield Mules captains and the Mount Vernon, Indiana captains meeting with the officials there at midcourt, getting ready for the start of this one. As we said, the Mules coming in at 14-3, certainly the heavy favorites, not only in this game, but the favorites in the tournament too, as far as that goes. And a lot of people are anticipating perhaps a championship game Saturday night between Fairfield and Mount Carmel, but you still got to take care of business along the way, don't you, Billy?
You sure do. And they got several games over a 5-6 day period.
Yep.
So sometimes, when you get later on in the week, them young legs, they can start getting a little weak on the three-pointers and the free throws, and we'll just have to see how it plays out.
Well, you've officiated a lot of games here in the past in this tournament, as you were an official for 18 years across Southern Illinois, and having done a lot of games at this tournament, you've seen some upsets here.
Oh, yeah, you're always going to get some upsets. And, you can't predict upsets. You don't have no clue going in.
Mm-hmm.
But it's games like that I've always wanted to be a part of. I didn't want a 20-point ball game. I want something that's going to keep me on my toes, keep my head in it, my focus in it, to where, every call, every time I blow that whistle, it's critical,
Yeah. Well, the teams are being called back to their respective benches. I'm going to assume that we're going to have a national anthem. Yeah, they are going to lower the flag here. We're going to have the national anthem here in just a moment. So I'll tell you what, we will step aside for just a little bit while we get ready and prepare and do that. And we'll be back with all the starting lineups and the play-by-play action for you from the Carmi Invitational in just a moment here on AreaSports.net. It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it. Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50-cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500. Our national anthem here as we honor America before this afternoon's first game at the 2020 Carmi Invitational Tournament. The Fairfield Mules will be the home team. They'll be wearing their white uniforms this evening. So we will meet, first of all, the Wildcats from Mount Vernon, Indiana. 0 is Jaden Wilson. He is a 6'2 sophomore. Number 2 is Brecken Austin. He is a 5'10 senior. Number 15 is Leo Hostetler. He's a 5'11 sophomore. Number 32 is Caleb Doshier. He's a 6'4 sophomore. And rounding out starting 5 is number 33, Brock Veach. He's a 6'5 junior. So they got a little bit of size out there, Billy, but they are pretty young. And as we said, they have not yet won a game on the season, although they played Vincennes Lincoln to a 1-point game the other night. So they're getting closer to getting that first win.
Yeah, I would think anybody from Vincennes would be pretty good at basketball club.
Yeah. Noah McElravy first to be introduced for the Mules. He, of course, is a 5'7 sophomore. Wyatt Gilbert, 5'7 junior, I should say. Wyatt Gilbert, 5'11 senior for the Mules. Number 24, Landon Zerlini, 6'3 junior. Kane Hicksonball, 6'3 senior. And rounding out the starting 5 is Luke Dagg, number 30, 6'2 senior for the Mules.
I'm over here multitasking, and I'm running way ahead of schedule.
Are you?
Yeah.
All right.
I just inboxed Coach Miller of the Hamilton County Foxes for his lineup tonight.
Boy, you are multitasking. You're getting ready for your second game tonight. As you and Danny will be on FoxesFans.net later on this evening to bring action from the Benton Invitational Tournament.
Yep. First, we got to take care of business here.
Let's see what the Mules can do as they try to flex their muscle here. And as we get into it, we're going to talk a little bit about the latest rankings that came out, as Fairfield has dropped out of the rankings, and I'm sure they're not happy about that. So they got a little something to prove.
Yes, they do.
So they might have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder here this afternoon and might use that as a little bit of incentive to really do something special in this game as Mount Vernon brings it in. Leo Hostetler with it. Working against McElravy as the Mules open in a man-to-man. They go into the high post there to Wilson, the 0. Then to Austin. Austin goes up for the shot against McElravy, misses it. Rebound taken out of there by the Mules as they outlet the pass quickly out to Dagg. And they'll set up the offense out front. They come to Hicksonball. He'll fire a three-pointer. It's off the mark, no good. Rebound tipped around, picked up, and dished out to McElravy. Back down to Dagg. Inside to Hicksonball. He's triple teamed. Now they go right side to Zerlini. Zerlini is cut off on the baseline, comes back out to the top. Now over to McElravy, to Dagg on the baseline. Now they'll reset the offense again and start over again with Wyatt Gilbert at the top. Good defense that time by Mount Vernon. Again, this is Mount Vernon, Indiana, not Mount Vernon, Illinois. This is the Wildcats, not the Rams. Big difference.
Yeah.
Zerlini finds a driving lane, and he's fouled on his way to the basket by Jaden Wilson. First foul of the game, so it'll be out of bounds to the Mules on the baseline. How many years did you officiate games here, Billy?
Oh, gosh, I don't know. I did it 18 years, so several.
Long time. Hicksonball scores inside the lane for the Mules, and they break the ice first. It's 2-0. Let's see what they do defensively now.
I think it's so many I lost count.
Oh, I imagine that's true.
Yeah.
Probably saw some good teams and some good athletes through the years.
Oh, I did. Yep.
They go inside to Dosher. Shots up, no good. Rebound cleared out there by Zerlini. Mules want to push it. They do to Hicksonball. Hicksonball cut off on the baseline. Comes back out to Zerlini. Now out to Noah McElravy. He's wide open for three. Left it short. Chases down his own rebound.
His own rebound. That's following your shot.
It sure is, as Zerlini shoots it from the elbow. Missed it. Got his own rebound. Back out to McElravy. McElravy to Gilbert. Back out to McElravy. Mules lost last Tuesday night in the closing seconds. A tough loss up at Olney. And that's the game that's dropped them out of the state rankings. They're no longer in the top 25. As they go down low to Hicksonball. And a little collision down there. Nothing called. And Hicksonball puts up the shot and in. And it's 4-0. Hicksonball with all 4 points here for the Mules.
With that being a 3A team, though, that was pretty harsh on dropping him out.
Yeah, I thought it was too. I mean, I agree that they probably should drop some, but to drop out, I kind of, disappointed in that too. So there's a shot from the baseline and a good-looking one at that by Caleb Dozier, the redhead. The big redhead puts Mount Vernon on the board. It's 4-2.
What was they before going in that?
I think they were like, 15th or 16th, something like that.
Yeah.
Hicksonball with an offensive rebound. He scores. 6-2 in favor of the Mules, and timeout is called by Mount Vernon, Indiana. And with timeout on the court, we'll take timeout as well and be back with more in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
How do you measure success? In points? In wins? Or trophies? At Shelter Insurance, we measure success in the quality of our products and services, in our community support, in being there when you need us most. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Agent Melissa Walden.
Back live at Carmi Invitational Tournament, Mount Vernon with the basketball, trailing it here 6-2. We were talking about those rankings. Those were the rankings based on Nesto hoops. And Aaron Britton has a traveling violation is called against Brecken Austin as he turns it over back to the Mules. And Nesto Hoops, of course, he does a great job really of compiling a lot of data from teams all across the state. He visits a lot of games, a lot of gyms. I saw on his post the other day that he's in his 200th gym, and there's an alley-oop, a nice one at that, to Landon Zerlini. Nice look by the Mules. The alley-oop to Zerlini makes it 8-2 Fairfield. And from that data that he crunches, Billy, he's able to compile his rankings, and he does a nice job with it. But, yeah, I thought he was a little harsh, dropping Fairfield completely out. Nice rebound there. Staying with it is Luke Dagg, and Fairfield clears it up quickly. Up to Hicksonball. He wheels and deals, can't shoot, comes back out. Nothing open now to White Gilbert.
It's not like they played Hofstra or somebody.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Three-pointer is short this time by McElravy and rebound by Carmi.
You're talking about a 3A team that plays a good competition.
Oh, yeah, because we had mentioned going into that game that even though Olney had 8 losses, 5 of those 8 losses were to ranked teams.
Yeah.
Shot is missed a little short that time by Dixon. Rebound by the Mules. They'll get it all the way down to Zerlini. He'll take it inside the lane. Missed the shot himself. And rebound by
finally a one and done.
Yeah, they had gotten a lot of offensive rebounds.
Yes, they have.
Down low they go, inside to Dixon. Dixon working against Dagg. Goes up for the shot. In and out, no good. Rebound by McElravy for the Mules. You know, that was a quality shot there.
It was
a high percentage
The
one.
Wildcats are probably thinking there's a lid on that bucket.
I mean, they've been able to get some looks. They're just not getting it to fall. Hicksonball will make that one fall, though, and it's a three-pointer from the left corner pocket, and it's 11-2 Mules.
Hicksonball's got 9 of the 11.
3:09 to go here in the first quarter. Fairfield off to a quick start as Mount Vernon not able to connect. Now they come out to the top to Austin. Austin works on McElravy. Goes down the lane, lost it out of bounds off his knee. Another turnover will give it back to Fairfield. And here comes a line change for the Mules.
How tall is that Wade Dixon?
Dixon
6'6".
is
He looks tall.
6'6", yeah.
He looks tall from up here.
The super subs, Blake Pruitt, as well as Colin Massey. And also Brendan Lane into the game for Fairfield. They see a lot of action. as Zerlini will fire a three-pointer, and he connects. Landon Zerlini makes it 14-2, and another timeout is called by Mount Vernon, Indiana, as their coach Joe Newcomb says, let's talk things over. So while they try to discuss what they're going to do with the Mules defensively, we'll take a break too and be back with more in just a moment. Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. Back at the Carmi Invitational, Randy Olson here with Billy Rockett. Fast start here for the Mules, up 14-2.
Yeah, them second, third chances for the Mules on offense, and then Mount Vernon's going down. They got some pretty decent shots off, but they're been one and done.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, they actually got some shots inside the paint, and that's what you want. You want a high percentage shot in the lane, but they just haven't been able to get them to fall.
Dixon, last shot he had was a pretty shot.
Mm-hmm.
They just can't get the, as old Bill Rafferty said, the iron's unkind.
That it is. All right, back to live action. Mount Vernon trying to go length of the court as the big redhead will trigger it in. Dosher does get it in. Here comes the Fairfield trap. They've been able to create a lot of turnovers this year off that trap. Olney did a pretty good job of handling it the other night, though. Although the Tigers did have double-digit turnovers, but still, Fairfield not able to score as many points as you would like on those turnovers. There's a turnover and a easy basket for Landon Zerlini as he takes it coast to coast. 16-2 in favor of Fairfield. Here's a lob inside to the big man. Here comes help defense by the Mules. There's a double team, and it's stolen again as Zerlini's got it. He'll bring it up all the way down, puts up the shot, and he's fouled. And again, Mules creating offense with their defense, Billy.
Yep. Caleb Dozier, his first foul.
That's going to send Landon Zerlini to the line. Stops the clock with 2:01 to go here in the first quarter. Yeah, that's the first night of the Carmi Invitational Tournament. Fairfield will not play again until Wednesday night. They'll play at 7 o'clock Wednesday night against the Harrisburg Bulldogs. As back in the ball game is Luke Dagg replacing Kane Hicksonball. Then the Mules will play against Carmi on Friday, and then on Saturday they'll play both Edwards County and Mount Carmel. And, of course, a lot of people pointing to that final game Saturday night against Mount Carmel as potentially being the championship, as Zerlini makes that free throw and then checks out of the game as Zerlini checks back in. As both free throws were good for Zerlini. 18-2 Fairfield. Again, they go into that zone trap. Fairfield does get it across, or Mount Vernon does get it across this time as Epley has it out there. He's harassed by Pruitt. Now it comes to Sills. They'll skip pass it over to Epley. And Epley has it taken away from him. Stolen away by the Mules. Massey now taken back again by Mount Vernon. Shot up no good. This time, rebound is out of there by Lane. And Lane will clear it up to Massey, but he throws a little too far. It's a turnover on Fairfield.
That's their first turnover.
Yeah, it is. Checking in the game is Jaden Wilson for Mount Vernon, one of the original starters. Talking about Mount Vernon, Indiana here. Mount Vernon, Illinois. Rams will be in action in the Salem Invitational Tournament this week, but they don't play until Thursday night when they will take on Effingham. Down in the corner it goes to Hostetler. Out to Wilson. And that Salem tournament's a loaded tournament, Bill.
Oh, yeah.
You talk about a loaded basketball tournament.
Yes.
We'll talk about that as we go along here, but you got a lot of state-ranked teams in that tournament. Traveling violation has fallen down with it as Wilson. Turnover gives it back to Fairfield. 58 seconds to play here in the opening period. Yeah, Mount Vernon plays Effingham in the first round of that tournament, and they're in the same bracket as Teotopolis and Thornton Fractional North. Okay. Then on the other side of the bracket, in addition to Salem and Highland, you've got East St. Louis, as a drive by Brandon Lane results in a blocking foul here. Called against Veach. It's his first. It'll be out of bounds for the Mules. Yeah, East St. Louis and Salem and Highland and also Carbondale So that is a loaded tournament.
Yes.
Ooh, stolen away there by Mount Vernon as a bad pass, but picked back up by Massey. Mules get it down low. Now back out to Pruitt. Pruitt gets it down into the corner now to Lane. Back out to Massey, and they'll reset the offense. They spread it out a little bit here. 23 seconds to go. Let's see if they'll go for one last quality shot. There's Brandon Lane finding himself a good one on the baseline, and he stays with it in the second effort, results in a bucket. Brandon Lane makes it 20-2.
He got fouled, but I wasn't for sure. It looked like it up here.
Well, when you have a lopsided score, as a basketball official, do you allow some things to go, Billy?
Yeah, you probably can, but you still have to watch or it gets out of hand.
Mm-hmm. Shot at the buzzer does not go for the Mount Vernon Wildcats, and they just had a lid on the basket in the first quarter. And after one, it's all Fairfield, and the Mules lead it by a score of 20-2. Back with more in a moment on AreaSports.net.
Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon.
Back at Carmi High School on the scene for the Carmi Invitational Tournament. Fairfield leading the Wildcats of Mount Vernon, Indiana, 20-12. Billy, your thoughts of that first quarter?
Well, you got 6 turnovers against 2. The one and done, and then Fairfield's getting second, third, and fourth shots. So a lot of that, which Fairfield's got some pretty good defense going on,
Yeah, between Fairfield's defense creating the turnovers and then some shots just not falling from Mount Vernon, it's a tough start for them.
You mentioned earlier about when I officiated down here, seeing some good teams and good players, and I had forgotten what years it is, so I had to go back to the program to see, and this is for some of our Jefferson County folks.
Yeah.
Weber Township come down here in 2005 and went 4-0.
Is that right?
Yeah.
How about that?
And
they had a good team that year. Look at that shot by Wyatt Gilbert to start the second quarter. That ball just almost came to rest on the back iron there. Yeah, they gave us a really nice record book a little while ago, and Billy has been perusing that and finding some pretty neat stuff in there.
And that year they went 4-0, Mount Vernon, Indiana, Olney, Carmi, Mount Carmel, Fairfield, Harrisburg, and Grayville. So it wasn't no cupcake.
No, Olney was in the tournament that
year.
Yeah. How about that? Another turnover on the Wildcats. Mules with the basketball. Wildcats in a zone now as they dish it over to Zerlini, and he's fouled behind the arc. He's going to get 3 free throws out of that one.
Jaden Wilson, that's his second.
Billy, when you started officiating, was the three-point line already in play?
Oh, gosh.
Or did you ever officiate any without the three-point line?
Man, I don't remember. You remember when it come in? I
started
in 89.
Well, it was mid-'80s, I thought. I thought it was like
I think maybe it already was.
Yeah. I was thinking it was like 83, 84, somewhere in there, I thought. I'll have to go back and look at it.
Let's see, 84, McLeansboro won the state tournament. It wasn't in it.
It was not in when McLeansboro won the state tournament?
No.
Okay.
I don't remember.
Yeah, maybe it was 85 then. Zerlini good on that one. 24-2.
11 for Zerlini.
Fairfield in command as they go with that zone trap again. The Wildcats get it inside. Now they'll kick it back out to the big redhead, and he fills it up. Caleb Dozier with a three-pointer.
He's got all 5 points of the Wildcats.
Yeah, shows the ability to step out and hit the deep jumper, and then he almost gets a steal. Yeah, Dozier is just a sophomore.
Oh, he's going to be a pretty good ball player.
You know, we saw a great sophomore at Olney the other night. And Dozier's looking to be a sophomore with a lot of upside too here for Mount Vernon, Indiana. As Hickson ball, a little late call on that one, but the blocking foul is called against Austin. Hickson ball was trying to drive the baseline.
5 team fouls on the Wildcats, none on the Mules.
In it comes to Hickson ball. Gets it inside to Gilbert, left it short. Tried to get his own rebound, and It's off his leg and out of bounds, going to be Mount Vernon ball. Again, there's 2 more games to be played here tonight in this Carmi Invitational Tournament. We will not be covering these other 2 games tonight. It'll be Mount Carmel against Edwards County right after this one. And then in the nightcap, it'll be Carmi against Harrisburg. Foul's called on the Mules down underneath the basket. That's going to send Mount Vernon to the charity stripe in the person of Brecken Austin. As that foul, I think, was called on McAravey, yeah. Free throw is good. 24-6 our score here. Again, the Mules will play against Harrisburg on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. At this point, I believe our plan is to be here for that one. Again, we are also doing games between the 2 websites, the Benton Invitational Tournament. Also,
we may have to run by seat of our pants all week long. You know
also going to be up at the Salem Invitational Tournament as a 3-pointer is put up and in by Landon Zerlini. Another 20-point lead for the Mules, 27-7 as Zerlini hits his second trifecta. As that ball's knocked out of bounds, the Mules almost had the steal. Yeah, Salem tournament doesn't start until Wednesday. And Mount Vernon doesn't
bracket
play.
Or?
Yeah, it's a bracketed tournament.
Bracket.
Yeah, 18 bracketed tournament. And Mount Vernon doesn't play till Thursday when they play Effingham. Hickson ball with a 15-footer, missed it. Rebound cleared out of there by Dixon for the Wildcats. Gets it ahead to Hostetler. Hostetler into the high post now to Dixon, down low. Nice feed, but the bunny is missed underneath there by Stills. And rebound by the Mules. As running out of real estate and palming the ball there was Luke Dagg. Just kind of ran out of area there.
Yeah, he should just went ahead on in and either drew a foul or tried to put it up. Or
here's the inbound, and it's knocked out of bounds from behind by Wyatt Gilbert. 5:54 to play here in the first half. It's been all Fairfield as they led it by 18 after the first quarter and lead it by 20 now. Mules got a win on Friday night against Carmi in this same gym as the shot is missed there by Hostetler. And again, a close-range basket is missed by the Wildcats, and Zerlini takes it length of the court and scores. And then gets a steal and another bucket. Zerlini having a big first half here for Fairfield.
He is.
31-7. You know, he's got such long arms
on
that defense. There's a shot made by Mount Vernon. Austin puts it in. 31-9. Here's Wyatt Gilbert back the other way for Fairfield. He loses the handle on it. Picked out of there by Dixon. Dixon will give it.
Zerlini can score quicker than I can write it down.
Yeah, I'm struggling changing the scoreboard on the screen too, keeping up with him. And there's another steal as Massey takes it away. Gets it ahead to Zerlini. Zerlini with a nice bounce pass, but it's picked off there by Stills. And Mount Vernon will bring it back the other way. And there's a reach-in foul. Nope, going to call it traveling instead. Yep. Coach thought it was a reach-in.
Yep. Coach thought that the foul caused the travel.
31-9. Mules in complete command here with 4:48 to play in the first half. Here's Zerlini from the corner. Missed it that time. Rebound cleared out of there by Dixon. And they try to throw it ahead, and it's stolen. Mules got it back. Over it comes to Massey. Massey back out to Gilbert for 3. He missed it. Gilbert gets his own rebound. Gives it to Lane. Lane up for the shot, scores. And that makes it 33-9, and it's another timeout called by Mount Vernon, Indiana. Timeout with 4:20 to play here in the first half. We'll be back with more in just a moment on AreaSports.net.
This basketball broadcast is made possible by Fairfield Printing and Graphics and Sporting Goods in Fairfield, where you can find t-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all kinds of gear for your favorite local team, such as Fairfield, Sisney, Wayne City, New Hope, Jasper, and others. Or they can customize exactly what you want. Fairfield Printing and Graphics is also your place to go for printing needs such as envelopes, posters, banners, anything you can think of, they can likely do it at Fairfield Printing, Graphics, and Sporting Goods. Learn more on their website at Fairfield Printing.
Back at Carmi Invitational Tournament, Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett, and 3 timeouts already used by Coach Newcomb of Mount Vernon.
He's only got 2 left.
Only got 2.
Of course, I guess it doesn't matter when you're down 33-9, does it? He's trying to coach his team here, as that one's blocked by the Mules, picked back up by Mount Vernon. Back out, inside, down low, and I think that's going to be a foul or traveling violation. Could have went either way as Dixon had the ball. I think he is fouled. It'll be out of bounds to the Wildcats.
He got Wyatt Gilbert on that one.
Again, they got a little size in there with Dixon and Dozier. As pass comes into Dozier in the corner.
Yeah, it's a shame Gilbert. Dixon can't be around 2 more years with Dozier.
Yeah, that's true. They had the 2 big guys together for a little while longer. Here's Lane with it. Out to Pruitt. In the corner to Gilbert. Gilbert with a little runner. Missed it. Rebound Mount Vernon. Bring it out on the dribble. Again, the Wildcats are winless on the season, although they played Vincent Lincoln to a 1-point game the other night. So they've been getting better through the years. We were talking to their broadcast team, and they said they've seen a lot of improvement. They just can't get a win.
Yeah.
That one missed by Austin. Rebound by the Mules. They bring it back up to Hickson ball. 3:17 to play in the first half. Hickson ball comes back out to Gilbert. Gilbert goes down the lane, leaves it for Hickson ball, and the shot is, no, I left it for Lane that time. Brandon Lane scored.
Brandon Lane, that was a real selfish play.
Unselfish play. Sure
play.
Was. Yeah, good teamwork there by the Mules.
Gilbert could just probably as easy had that layup.
Oh, yeah, he definitely could have. Out it comes to Stills. Stills goes up for the shot, and he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair for Mount Vernon. 2:49 to play here in the first half.
Colin Massey, his first.
Evan
13
Stills.
foul.
Evan Stills is a senior. They got him listed at 6'4". Might be a little generous on that.
Yeah. And, the Wildcats, he forced that a little bit to get the foul, and they may have to start doing that a little bit more.
Mm-hmm. McElravy and Dagg back in for Fairfield. A game like this allows Coach McElravy to kind of play with different combinations and run his guys in and out of there a lot, obviously. And, that's going to keep them fresh as well when they get ready for Wednesday night against Harrisburg.
As Danny says, that was 1 out of 2.
Yeah, 1 out of 2 is right. All right. Here's a long shot out front. It's another 3-pointer for the Mules.
Brandon Lane.
Lane showing the ability to stroke it from deep behind the arc.
That's 9 for Brandon.
38-10. Not bad coming off the bench.
I know.
Here's Dozier spinning inside the lane and puts it up with the opposite hand, but they said he traveled.
He traveled.
It was a nice move.
It was. I'm all for them pretty moves like that.
2:24 to play in the first half. Mules in complete control of this one, and we kind of thought they would be. And, Fairfield probably needs a game like this after those last 2 games that they've played. Get everything back on track again, so to speak, as they try to make a deep tournament run here and grab this championship and defend like they did last year. Corey Clayton is asking, are we going to do all the Carmi tournament games? Corey, we're only going to do games that Fairfield is involved in. I don't know that we'll be doing the Friday night game. We'll be here Wednesday night for the Harrisburg game. Not sure that we'll be here Friday night due to the Salem Invitational tournament.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, we do appreciate it. And we will likely be here Saturday for at least one of the games, if not both of them on Saturday. We'll just, again, we're rotating around here. That's why we're called AreaSports.net. We get her all over the place, and we'll be here, be down in Benton, be up in Effingham or up in Salem. And
B.E. Gum.
B.E. Gum Gym. A lot of teams we like to follow. So we like to bring you a variety of different games and different teams and different tournaments. And it's a busy week of basketball, a lot of tournaments going on. But we do appreciate you watching. So we'll do as many of the Fairfield games as we can fit in. McElravy with a 3-pointer. Makes it 41-10. I know there are some other video streamers down here that are doing some other tournament games, but I believe that's pay-per-view. And, of course, we are not pay-per-view. We are free to the viewer. Inside, the shot is missed by Wade Dixon. Another point-blank shot that just wouldn't go for the Wildcats. As the Mules have it back, Zerlini finds an open lane, and they call for the charge.
Yep.
Zerlini called for the charge with 55 seconds to play in the half. 41-10 as you see on the screen. In the front court again, it's Hostetler for the Wildcats. Gives it up to Stills and lost it out of bounds. Another turnover. What is that, about 13 turnovers on the Wildcats?
14.
14, okay. Here's Pruitt over to Massey. Massey inside the lane. A little underhanded
Nice
scoop shot
little
goes.
scoop.
That was nice. Colin Massey. You know, we've said before that Massey's the kind of player that would probably start for a lot of teams in Southern Illinois, but he understands his role here with Fairfield, and he does a good job in that role. And that's important for the team's success, for him to come off the bench and do what he does. And you like it when players are willing to accept their roles. And I think that's what made Fairfield so good last year, was you had guys that accepted their roles.
I'm just getting ready to say it's the unselfishness, and we've seen that last year in the Fairfield Mules.
Right, and that's why they made that deep postseason run. Has a turnover again on Mount Vernon as Stills travels with the basketball. 6 seconds to go in the first half. Here comes in the McElravy and out to Massey. Can he get the shot off? 2 seconds to go. Here's Dagg from the baseline, is short. And that is the end of the first half. It's been all Fairfield. Our halftime score, the Mules 43 and the Mount Vernon, Indiana Wildcats 10. We'll come back and take a look at the first half stats, talk more about other tournaments going on around the area, and talk about the Jay Scheidler event coming to the Edwards County High School Gym. That's something you don't want to miss. That'll be coming up on Saturday, April 11th. That is the Saturday before Easter. We'll talk about that and so much more, all just ahead right here on AreaSports.net.
This is more than a bundle. It's more than a combo deal. It's not just stuff. This is your home, your car. And you want to give them the protection they deserve with home and auto insurance. State Farm agents get it. It's why they're here.
Talk to State Farm agent Lynn Braden in McLeansboro today.
Carter Turf and Tractor is now open in their beautiful new location on West Main Street in Fairfield in the former Save-A-Lot building. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday. Houghton's Pizza House in McLeansboro has been serving up delicious pizza and sandwiches since 1978. That's over 40 years. It's great food at a great price. You can choose from their specialty pizzas such as veggie pizza, taco pizza, supreme pizza, or create your own pizza masterpiece and choose from the toppings that you like. Dick and Lucille and their staff are ready to serve you Tuesday through Sunday from 4 p.m. till 10 p.m. at Houghton's Pizza House. Open Tuesday through Sunday. Houghton's Pizza House, a Southern Illinois tradition since 1978.
Hamilton Memorial Family Clinics are pleased to welcome new providers to our Carmi Family Clinic on Oak Street. Jamie Jacobs is a family nurse practitioner that not only calls White County home, but has 5 years of critical care experience. Also new to our team, internist Dr. Brett Schwarm has decades of expertise in providing adult and pediatric care. Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic has you covered. Plus, don't forget, weekend walk-in clinics on Saturdays for those unexpected illnesses. It really is all about your health at Hamilton Memorial Hospital Carmi Family Clinic.
Back here live at the Carmi Invitational Tournament, Randy Olson along with Billy Rockett, and what a first half barrage here, Billy, by the Fairfield Mules as they lead it by a score of 43-10. Huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking that the tournament's going to stay on schedule today with this game. I'm thinking that fourth quarter is not going to last too long.
It's probably not. We're probably going to have that
the
running clock.
Wildcats just been so overmatched, on just about every phase of the game.
They're trying, though.
They are.
They're
giving
an effort.
And it's like I said earlier when I had them down here, Mount Vernon, Indiana's been in this tournament for years, and they just work hard.
Uh-huh.
They work with you. They just, they're always good sportsmanship. And I always enjoyed officiating all the Wildcat games.
Mm-hmm. It's handy for them because it's not too far away for them from Carmi.
No, it's not.
So.
I don't know how they come. They might come through the Epworth Bottoms, but that's how I used.
Good question. Yeah, how do they get over here?
Yeah,
definitely can't come across the bridge there anymore at
New Harmony.
At New Harmony, no, can't do that. So, hey, what do you got for us there in the first half?
All righty, for the Fairfield Mules, McElravy with 3, Gilbert with 2, Hicksonball 9, Zerlini 18, Massey 2, Brandon Lane 9. They had 7 turnovers. 4 for 5 at the free throw line for 80%. For the Wildcats of Mount Vernon, Indiana, Steele with 1, Austin with 4, Dozier with 5. They had 15 turnovers, 3 for 4 at the line for 75%.
It's really just a dominant performance here by Fairfield on all phases as their defense definitely creating offense for them. They're shooting a good percentage as well, and Mount Vernon having a hard time against that Fairfield defense and not able to get shots to drop either, although they did score 8 points in the second quarter versus 2 points in the first quarter, so that was somewhat of an improvement there.
Right, yeah, they've had some good shots. They're just not going in. They're getting one and dones most of the time, where Fairfield has sometimes got 2 up to 4 different chances on one possession.
Mm-hmm.
And, don't take too many possessions like that when you score that, you can have a lopsided game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Coming up after this one, Mount Carmel will take on Edwards County, and then the nightcap is going to be Carmi against Harrisburg. Again, we will not have either one of those games for you tonight. Wednesday night, it's going to be Mount Vernon, Indiana against Edwards County in the early game at 5:30. At 7 o'clock Wednesday, it'll be Harrisburg against Fairfield. Our plan is to be here on Wednesday for the Fairfield-Harrisburg game. Carmi takes on Mount Carmel on Wednesday night at 8:30. On Friday night, it's going to be Harrisburg against Edwards County in the early game at 5:30. At 7 o'clock Friday, it'll be Mount Carmel against Mount Vernon, Indiana. And the nightcap at 8:30 on Friday, it'll be Carmi versus Fairfield. We kind of doubt that we'll be able to be here Friday due to the games taking place both at Benton and at Salem. We figure we will probably be at one of those. Fairfield did just beat Carmi this past Friday night here on the same floor.
It's only by, 9?
Yeah, it was a pretty close game.
Yeah.
Pretty close game. And from what I understand, talking to some Carmi folks, they said the Bulldogs played just about as good as they could play. It's not that Fairfield played bad or anything Friday night. It's just Carmi played just about as good as they could play. They shot the ball well. They took care of it. They rebounded well. And they led for a while against Fairfield and gave them fits for a while. But Fairfield was finally able to use their depths and resiliency and their strong defense to win it.
Well, we've seen the Bulldogs of Carmi go down in the quarterfinals and upset El Dorado in the El Dorado tournament.
Right.
But they run up against a buzzsaw Massac County.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. 6 games planned on Saturday here at the tournament. Fairfield will play Edwards County at 1 o'clock on Saturday, and then they'll play Mount Carmel in the final game of the tournament on 7:30 on Saturday night, a game that a lot of people will figure will probably be the championship game if everything plays out the way it's supposed to. And again, we hope to be here for at least the Fairfield Mount Carmel game, if not both of them, on Saturday. And again, it's just going to depend upon how things are shaping up both at the Benton Invitational Tournament and the Salem Invitational Tournament, where we're doing games there as well.
Kind of like butter, you can only spread it so thin.
Yeah, that's right.
You?
That's right. When we get done here, you are going to head for Benton, and you're going to be doing the game tonight at the Benton Invitational Tournament with Danny, and that is Hamilton County playing tonight against the Benton Rangers. And they play each other early in the year at the Goreville Invitational Tournament, and that was a game that Hamilton County almost pulled off against them.
They sure did. That went overtime, didn't it?
Yeah, it was a real good game. Yep. They almost pulled it off. Hey, we've been telling you about an event coming to the Edwards County High School gym in Albion. That's on Saturday, April 11th. It's Jay Schuyler, one of the greatest high school basketball players to ever come out of the state of Illinois. And here's a little promo about that, and then we'll talk more about it when we come right back.
Hey, basketball fans, you're invited to enjoy an evening with the Blonde Bomber, Jay Scheidler. He's coming to the Edwards County High School in Albion on Saturday, April 11th. Jay Scheidler won a state championship with Lawrenceville in 1974 and finished third in 76. He also won a national championship with Kentucky in 1978. And he was selected as Mr. Basketball in the state of Illinois during his senior year when he averaged over 32 points per game. Nobody else in Illinois has ever shot the basketball with the accuracy or the range of Jay Scheidler. And he could jump out of the gym, too. Jay Scheidler will tell all about his basketball stories and share his faith during an evening with the Blonde Bomber. Make plans to come out and hear and meet Jay Scheidler, the Blonde Bomber, on Saturday, April 11th at the Edwards County High School gym in Albion. Tickets are just $20 each, which includes the meal. And music will be provided by the Judah First Band. Find more information by going to goodconcerts.com. That's goodconcerts.com.
What a player he was, Jay Scheidler. Look forward to seeing him again, and it'll be his first time back to Southern Illinois in quite a while, and it's going to be a fun night, won't it be?
Yeah, it will be. He graduated same year I did.
1976 from Lawrenceville, sure did. Second half action is underway as a shot is put up by Mount Vernon, Indiana. It's no good, but they get an offensive rebound as the big guy Dixon's got it. Dish it out in the corner to Dozier. He misses it. And on the rebound, we've got a reach-in foul called. Tickets went on sale for the Jay Scheidler event just a few days ago. There's already been quite a few tickets sold. A lot of coaches going to bring their teams, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, it is.
FCA groups are coming. And I think a lot of guys that actually played against Jay are going to want to be there, too. Of course, I played against him back in the day as part of the North Egypt Conference, and again, it'll be fun. Here's a layup on the other end by Kane Hickson-Baugh as the Mules score in transition, and that's something they've been very good at this year, Billy, is scoring in transition.
11 for Hickson-Baugh.
Going to have a lot of guys in the scoring column in this one for Fairfield, that's for sure, as Coach McElravy is going to get to pretty much empty his bench. We may get some guys in the game that we don't even have names and numbers for here before it's over with, probably for both teams, actually. Stolen away by Gilbert. Ahead it goes to McElravy. His layup is no good, but he's fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
Fouled on Austin, his second.
Noah McElravy.
Brecken, is that how you pronounce that? Brecken?
What was the number?
Number 2.
That is, Brecken Austin.
Brecken Austin.
It's an interesting first name, isn't it?
It is,
Brecken.
I like that.
B-R-C-K-A-N, Brecken. Brecken Austin. 5'10 senior, committed the foul. Another one coming for McElravy. Oh, I missed them both. Rebound by Mount Vernon. But one thing's for sure, when you get over to the Benton Invitational tonight, do that game with Danny, I'll lay odds that Danny won't have a Hofstra shirt on.
I bet he don't either. Does Danny even know you got that one?
I don't know if he knows it yet or not. I don't think he's seen it. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, back and forth as both teams missing layups, but finally connecting on the other end is Austin to score for Mount Vernon.
He'll know when I get to Benton.
45-12.
I'm like, you ain't never going to guess what Randy Olson had on. But he's going to come up with something like probably Sparty or.
Well, we need to get a picture of you and I together with this shirt on and send it to Jeff Connor.
Yes, we do.
So he can find out that we got this on sale at Julio's.
Yeah.
As Austin scores again, and it's going to be called a timeout by Mount Vernon. He's going to use them all, isn't he? Yeah. That's his fourth timeout. He'll have one left, and we'll be back with more in just a moment here on AreaSports.net. Are you going out of town for a vacation or a weekend getaway? What are you going to do with your dog? That's easy. There's Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon. Jaggers Doggy Daycare is your one-stop shop for overnight dog boarding, doggy daycare, as well as dog grooming and obedience dog training. It's your dog's home away from home, and they will thrive, and they'll get one-on-one attention by a great staff. More information is available on the web at jaggersdoggydaycare.com. Jaggers Doggy Daycare, 414 Main Street in Mount Vernon. Back here at the Carmi Invitational, where Mount Vernon, Indiana has actually outscored Fairfield 4-2 here to start the second half of play.
Jaggers Doggy Daycare.
Mm-hmm. Been a busy month there.
I bet so.
More people go on trips in January than what you think. I think they want to go to warmer places.
I guess, yeah.
When they go to warmer places, they leave the dogs behind, and Jaggers is the home away from home for many of the fur babies.
Mine would have to go with me or I'd get disowned.
Is that right?
Yeah, I'm starting to get disowned on some of these basketball games.
Here it comes to Hicksonball inside. He pump fakes and goes up with the shot and scores. Nice move by Kane Hicksonball. Had the nice pump fake. 47-14.
I used to lie to them, tell them I'm going to the store, and they know better than that. Now I'm like, I'm going to the ball game. So there's been so many ball games, they're getting it now.
They're understanding that Daddy's going to the ball game.
Yeah, they're understanding.
Okay, stolen away by the Mules as Wyatt Gilbert comes away with it. Gets it up the court to Dag, and he walked with it. Yep. Old basketball official Billy Rockett called that one all the way up here in the Hofstra booth.
Yes.
5:21 to go.
You know, I almost feel obligated to get me a Hofstra shirt or something.
Well, you should now.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm feeling obligated.
Again, Julio's got a deal on him.
Yeah.
Here's a spin in the lane. It's no good by Dozier. It's amazing how many bunnies that Mount Vernon has missed in the lane in this game.
They have.
You know, had they just made half of those, this would be
maybe a
different score.
Under 20?
It'd be under 20 probably, yeah. They've missed a lot. I mean, Fairfield would still be in control, but it would be a much closer game as that shot falls, but it's wiped off because Jaden Wilson traveled with the basketball. Back it goes to Fairfield with 5:02 to go here in the third quarter. Some of you asked before, what are those little dashes underneath each of the names on the screen? Well, those, my friends, are the number of timeouts that each coach has. And you see that Fairfield has not used any. Mount Vernon's used all but one as the nice shot is made inside by the Mules. Hicksonball again. He's in double figures, and there's a steal. Wyatt Gilbert's got it. He leaves it for McElravy. Down to Zerlini, and he scores. And there's some more great basketball.
It's just, yes.
That's unselfish.
It's unselfish.
Love to see that. 51-14. As down low, they get it to the big redhead Dozier, and he scores. And that stops an 8-0 run by Fairfield as Mount Vernon comes away with it after the miss by the Mules. Inside they go. Shot is put up on the lane. It missed it. Another bunny.
Just another, that's what I was getting ready to say.
Brock Veach. Into the ball game is Washabaw. That's a heck of a name. Thayer Washabaw for Mount Vernon. It's a good thing they don't put the names on the back of the jerseys. That one might not fit on there. Washabaw. Inside the lane, the shot is missed there by Austin. Rebound by the Mules. Ahead to Pruitt. Pruitt with a layup. He scores. Blake Pruitt gets the bucket. 53-16, 3:45 left to play here, third quarter. Mules getting everybody in on the action here. Down low they go to Dozier. Back out to the top. He comes to Hostetler. Down underneath to Washabaw. Now back out for the three-pointer. It's good by Hostetler.
They called it a 2.
Did they call it a 2?
Called it a 2.
53-18. Must have had the foot on the line, huh?
Yeah.
Had a size 13 instead of a size 10.
Yes.
Here's a wraparound pass down low. Now out it comes for the three-pointer, and it's good. Beautiful shot there by Massey from the left corner pocket. And the Mules are clicking on all cylinders here. 56-18. That's almost thrown away as the pass was intended for Austin. Now it goes down low to Washabaw. He's triple teamed. Gets rid of it somehow to Stills, and he puts it up and in. 56-20. Mules back up again. Into the high post they work it as they got Freimeyer in there. Long shot out front. Won't go this time. Back out on the baseline. Shot by Derek Vaughn is good. Derek Vaughn checks in the game and gets in the scorebook for the Mules. 58-20. Yeah, it's good to see Caleb Freimeyer out there. He had had an injury for a long time and had not been able to play basketball. And he actually was an important part of that team a year ago and had a great JV season last year as well, as the shot is made underneath there by Stills. Makes it 58-22. Mules back in the front court. Vaughn has it to Freimeyer. They work it around to Lane. He gets it out in the corner. Here's Pruitt. Pruitt tries to dish it to Freimeyer. It's saved by Massey. Otherwise, it would have been an over and back. Massey will leave it to Vaughn in the corner. He'll shoot up the three. It's short. And rebound by Washabaugh.
You like that name, don't
Yeah,
you?
Washabaugh. Man,
there's a block.
Yep. Washabaugh needs a Hofstra shirt, doesn't he?
He does.
Big guy like that needs to wear Hofstra across the front. Washabaugh on the back. Foul's going to be called on the Mules.
Derek Vaughn.
That's going to send Stills to the line. Vaughn called for the foul.
If they just had a Nash and Young, Steele's Nash and Young.
Uh-huh. Hey, you're right.
On their team.
Man, you're pulling out the classic music references here,
or
Billy.
even if his first name was Steven.
Yeah. Steven Stills? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man, I'm impressed. Your music repertoire is showing up here.
This sounds like something that one of them commentators on ESPN, you know it?
Three-point play the old-fashioned way there for the Wildcats. Makes it 58-25 as the ball goes out of bounds. Knocked out of bounds by Washabaugh. Washabaugh, W-A-S-H-A-B-A-U-G-H. As a three-pointer buried for the Mules.
Who hit that?
I looked over at Washabaugh.
14, Massey.
That was Massey from the corner. I was watching Washabaugh, and he's got it again, and he saves it from going out of bounds.
He's a worker.
He is. Stills drives baseline, gets it to Washabaugh. Back out it comes to Austin. He'll shoot on the baseline, no good. Offensive rebound stuck back in by Veach. Veach makes it 61-27. Here's the Mules again as Lane takes it inside and runs into Veach. Be out of bounds to Fairfield. 51 seconds to go here, third quarter.
That one was on Washabaugh.
End of the ball game for Mount Vernon, Indiana. It's Tristan Clowers, 5'11 sophomore. Here comes into Lane. Lane inside the lane, and he scores. Nice move by Brandon, 63-27. Everybody getting in on the act here for the Mules. Again, this is one of those games I think Fairfield needed after those two tough ones. One a loss to Olney and then a really emotional win over Carmi the other night, which was a nail-biter. Traveling violation.
One of them you can relax a little bit, you know, because you can get everybody playing time. I know starters don't like that. You know, I've seen good teams like the Foxes in the mid-'80s, you know. There'll be times that their starters only get to play about a quarter and a half.
Yeah, because they were just that good.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a nice three-pointer knocked down by Blake Pruitt, 63-27. 14 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Shooting barrage put on this quarter by the Mules. As that one is knocked out of bounds, going to be Fairfield ball with 7 seconds to play as Derek Vaughn will trigger it in. Closing seconds of the third quarter. Here's Massey with it. He'll launch a long three-pointer, and he got it. Man, that was way out there. Colin Massey puts Fairfield up by 42 at the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll take a short break. Be back with the fourth quarter action in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net.
It's the heating season, and Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods has you covered with fast, reliable propane delivery service for your home or farm. And if you need those propane bottles filled for your grill or camper, Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods can do it.
Looking for a wide selection of guns and ammunition? You'll find it at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. You can even search online through their website at wainwrightpropane.com. And don't forget, they also sell propane grills, smokers, and deep fryers at Wainwright Propane and Sporting Goods. Welcome back to the Carmi Invitational Tournament. Randy Olson here along with the Rocket Man, Billy Rockett, longtime basketball official. And again, we were talking at the top of the broadcast that you used to officiate games here all the time for a long time during the tournament. You saw a lot of great players, a lot of great teams in this tournament.
I love coming here. And I went over the years, the 18 years, went through 3 athletic directors and 3 of the best that I could ever deal with.
Here, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
The first one was getting ready to retire, and I can't think their names now. Kurt Simon is a current one.
Sure, right.
Kurt and I is real good friends. In fact, I ran into Kurt a while ago getting us a program. He goes, long time no see.
Yeah, exactly.
And he'll ask me every year, you about ready to get back in it?
Yeah, sure that he does. Mules have got a lot of substitutes in there now. Noah Barger in there in the game. Also Dylan Best in the contest for the Mules. Again, Freimeyer is out there. McGuire Taylor is out there as well. Here's Dylan Best with a three-pointer, and he knocks it down. How about that? Everybody getting in on the action. Dylan Best scores. And on the other end, here's Mount Vernon with a foul down underneath as the pass went to Wilson.
You know, if you was watching this with no sound and no scoreboard, now that third quarter, Mount Vernon, Indiana scored 17 points.
Yeah, right.
Fairfield scored 26. So
yeah.
Even when it goes Mount Vernon's way, they're still going to get outscored 9 points or so.
Yeah, Fairfield had a shooting barrage going on there in that third quarter. Here's a steal by the Mules as Camden Robbins came up with the basketball. Here's a long three-pointer put up out front, and it's buried by McGuire Taylor. Man, oh man, he is showing us some distance, some range here. 75-27, here's a shot baseline. It's taken out of there by Robbins on the block. Camden Robbins gets it across over to McGuire Taylor. Fourth quarter action here for the Mules. Having some fun here on the opening night of the Carmi Invitational Tournament. Playing the early bird special. Here's Freimeyer for 3. It's in and out, no good. And rebound by Austin for Mount Vernon. Wildcats bring it up. And a traveling violation is called against Hofstetler. Again, later on tonight, Danny and Billy will have the Benton Rangers against the Hamilton County Foxes. That'll be both on foxesfans.net and here on AreaSports.net. And prior to that, Danny's got, is it Pinckneyville playing?
Pinckneyville and Cesar?
Pinckneyville and Cesar,
yeah. 7.
And that'll be at 7 o'clock on foxesfans.net. Don't know that will be fed through AreaSports.net yet. We'll check and see. But again, we're trying to be multiple places this week, multitasking through multiple midwinter tournaments. There's a bunch of good ones.
Got a continuous clock this quarter.
They got it going now.
Yep.
That'll speed the game up here as the Wildcats bring it up. Here's a steal by the Mules as Barger comes away with it. He's going to take it all the way down, laid it up, and it's tipped back in by Vaughn. Vaughn, the trailer, did what you're supposed to do. He hustled there, Billy, and he got the
garbage points.
Got the garbage tip in. Counts just the same, doesn't it?
It does.
Here's a three-pointer buried by the big redhead, Dozier. Yeah, he's not bad. Again, he's just a sophomore.
I know it.
Kind of like him. Here's a three-pointer on the other end. Holy cow. Man, Dylan Best says, I can do that too.
That's his second one.
It is a 50-point lead for the Mules. And I think that is the final timeout called by Mount Vernon, Indiana. Yes, it is. And with that timeout, we will take timeout 2 and be right back.
The difference between profit and loss is razor thin in today's market. Luckily, your GSI dealer is there to help you stay in the black. Capturing futures carry and improving your basis with increased on-farm storage on average could earn a 50 cent per bushel difference. Taking advantage of early harvest and saving with on-farm drying makes a profitability difference. Proven and dependable grain systems that boost your bottom line, that's the GSI difference.
$80-30.
You know, we've seen a lot of games this year. If you score 30 points, you're in a ball game.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You're in a ball game, Randy, and it's a barn burner.
That's just how different this one's been, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Coming out of the timeout, it'll be Mount Vernon Wildcats basketball. Trevor Frisbee in the game. There's a good name, Frisbee.
Yes, it is.
You think Frisbee can let her fly?
I don't know.
There's a shot underneath. Follows his shot is Austin, and he scores, and he's fouled. And that's going to send Brecken Austin to the line. 80-32. Who'd they give that foul to? Had a couple of Mules there. Looks like they gave it to McGuire Taylor, didn't they? There's an offensive stick back. Missed the free throw, but the offensive stick back makes it 80-34. And knocked away by Mount Vernon. Fairfield ball out of bounds underneath their own basket as Taylor will get it in to Vaughn. Back to McGuire Taylor as Mount Vernon stays in a zone. Vaughn to Taylor again. He'll fire a three. He missed it. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Mount Vernon basketball. 3:25 and counting left in this one as we got the running clock here in the fourth quarter. Fans filtering in for the next two basketball games to come here tonight at this Carmi Invitational. Opening night. This tournament's been going on a long time. How many years? Does it say there on the program?
What did it say? 41st.
41st. Austin is fouled on his way to the basket. And he'll get two shots as that foul was called on Caleb Freimeyer. So Austin's at the line for a pair. And he rolls the first one in. 80-35. Coach McElravy's been able to really play the whole bench today, which is a good thing. Oh, offensive rebound. Taken out of there and stuck in on the miss. Number 34, I don't know if he's in the program.
24, Wade Dixon.
Okay, Dixon made that one? Okay. 80-37, I should say. As the Mules battling in there. Here's a shot on the right corner by Dylan Best. No good. Rebound by Mount Vernon. 80-37 with 2:07 left to play. Mules matching up with a man-to-man. Here's the big redhead out front. Man, he does it again.
He does.
Dozier. Boy, you know what? Going to see him for a couple more years, too.
13 for him.
80-40. Here's Derek Vaughn with it for Fairfield. Comes out to Robbins. Around the horn now it goes to Best. Best thinks about a shot. Back to Robbins. Robbins against that zone. Looking to penetrate. Now, picks up his dribble. Got to do something. Going to have a 5 count here in a minute. Now he gets it to Vaughn. Vaughn takes it baseline, scores. Derek Vaughn. 82-40. Minute 21 left. Closing minutes here of this one. Here's a long three, top of the key. And who hit that one for
number
Mount
20?
Vernon? That's Epley. Epley hit that one. 82-43. Mules with it. It's McGuire Taylor. He dishes it inside to Vaughn. Back out to Robbins. Now to Freimeyer. His turnaround's up. No good. And rebound by Mount Vernon. Long baseball pass. Down there intended for Dozier. Goes out of bounds. Who are they going to give it to? It'll be Mount Vernon ball.
Somebody must have tipped it.
Okay. That'll be Wildcats ball with 35 seconds left. And it comes in to Reeves. Reeves out there to Epley. And stolen away by Vaughn for Fairfield. Vaughn tries to dish it to Barger. And taken away by the Wildcats. Back, they'll come with it. 18 seconds to play. In the corner they work it. To Reeves. Back out to the top now to Epley. Inside the lane, stolen away. Freimeyer's got it. He's going to throw it ahead to Vaughn.
Vaughn, with 2 seconds to play, will just hold on to it, and that'll be a winner for the Fairfield Mules. 82-42 is the final. A very convincing win here for the Fairfield Mules as they took care of business and got to play everybody. And I'll be curious to find out from the stats here in a moment from Billy how many Fairfield Mules got in the scorebook. A bunch of them did. We'll go through all that in just a moment when we come back here on AreaSports.net. Vaughn Equipment is a family-owned and operated business in Fairfield that's committed to providing quality equipment to the farm, construction, tractor-trailer, marine, and oil field industries. They feature a great selection of new and pre-owned trucks, trailers, farm equipment, construction equipment, and rental equipment. Their inventory changes weekly, and you can see it all in person or on their website. Whatever you're looking for to do the job right, Vaughn Equipment can help you. They're located at 1102 South 1st Street in Fairfield, or call 842-3500.
Fast Eddie Veltman, the legendary Centralia criminal defense attorney, has joined Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law. With offices in Centralia and Mount Vernon, Olson and Reeves are personal injury and criminal defense lawyers, and we've got your back. If you've been hurt in an accident or you've been arrested for a DUI or other charge, call Olson and Reeves today at area code 618-533-1601 for a free case evaluation. Olson and Reeves, attorneys at law.
Valpo Home Furnishings has been serving the area for nearly 30 years with quality furniture, appliances, and bedding. Their goal at Valpo Home Furnishings is to give you a great selection of home furnishings, appliances, and bedding at a great price with outstanding hometown customer service. If you're in the market for new or updated furniture, appliances, or bedding, check out the selection at Valpo's, 103 East Main Street on the south side of the square in McLeansboro, and visit their website at valpohomefurnishings.com.
Do you enjoy local sports talk? Well, then you don't want to miss the Sports Couch every Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and AreaSports.net. The Sports Couch is 90 minutes of great local sports talk where we visit with area coaches and other local media covering the sports in our area. You never know who's going to be on the couch. So join us for the Sports Couch Saturday morning at 8:30 on Super Hits AM 1210 and on AreaSports.net.
And welcome back here to the Carmi Invitational Tournament. This one is a final. Fairfield Mules win it 82-42 in very convincing fashion. Billy Rockett, no doubt about this one, as they jumped on them early, 20-2 after one quarter.
Yes, they did. How many do you think is in the scoring column?
Well, I'm going to guess 10.
You're right.
Is that right?
Yep.
The Mules had 10 guys in the
10.
scoring column?
Yep.
How about that? Boy, you got to be thrilled about that.
Yep.
Cool. Well, why don't you run through the stat for us here?
All righty. For the Fairfield Mules, Noah McAravey 3, Wyatt Gilbert 2, Kane Hickson Ball with 15, Landon Zerlini 20, Colin Massey 11, Blake Pruitt 5, Brandon Lane 11, Derek Vaughn and Dylan Best with 6 apiece. McGuire Taylor had 3. They was 4 for 7 from the free throw line with only 10 turnovers. For the Mount Vernon, Indiana Wildcats, Evan Stills with 8, Brecken Austin with 13, Leo Hostetter with 2, Wade Dixon with 2, Caleb Dozier with 13, Brock Veach with 2, and Trevor Epley with 3. And they had 25 turnovers, so there's a lot of difference in your turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
And if you kept points on turnovers,
yeah,
I'm sure you'd see a lot of difference.
Between
the two,
you're right
there.
because the Mules use that defense to create offense. I mean, those turnovers many times result in baskets for the Mules, and that and the good shooting by Fairfield that spelled disaster here for
it did.
The Mount Vernon Wildcats.
And then the second, third, and fourth chance points.
Mm-hmm.
Getting their offensive rebounds, which I don't think Coach from Mount Vernon, Indiana, like how they're blocking out. A lot of that's to do how the ball comes off the rim also. There's sometimes you can block out real good, but if somebody throws up a brick, you're not going to get it.
No, that's right.
It don't matter how hard you work at it, you're not going to get it. So it's just one of them deals to where it didn't fall Mount Vernon, Indiana's way. And everything that you could dream of was clicking for Fairfield, and most generally that's the way they play. And it's something that we expect game from game.
Teams warming up on the floor right now. You see our Mount Carmel Aces and the Edwards County Lions. They'll be coming up next year at the Carmi Invitational, followed by the host Carmi Bulldogs against Harrisburg. We will not be covering either one of these two games tonight. Billy is on his way to Benton here in just a few moments, where the Benton Rangers will take on Hamilton County later on tonight. Is that an 8:30 tip or 8 o'clock tip?
8:30.
And Danny's there right now setting up shop, and him and Jason will be bringing you Pinckneyville against Cicevalier along about 7 o'clock. So you can check those games out here later on this evening. And we'll be back here Wednesday night when the Mules will be in action again at 7 o'clock. They'll take on the Harrisburg Bulldogs 7 o'clock on Wednesday night. Just keep watching our websites. You'll be seeing the schedule of different games that we'll be doing because, again, we're floating around in all these different invitational tournaments this week. It's a lot of action going on throughout the area. And, of course, we'll have all these scores from all these invitational tournaments posted here later tonight on our website at AreaSports.net. Anything else you want to add, Billy? Was it like a homecoming for you coming back here to where you used to referee all the time?
Yes, I love coming back to Carmi. Yep.
Might have to make a quick visit to the hospitality room, huh?
Yep, may have to do that.
Bring back more memories.
Should have plenty of time. Yeah, Carmi, White County's got one of the best hospitality rooms in the country.
Well, let's go find out. We'll show them the new Hofstra shirt, huh?
Yeah, we can do that.
There we go. We can do that, too.
If you get strange looks, I may act like I don't know you.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. You might do that.
Then I'm like, oh, well, I feel sorry for him, and I won't sit with him.
Maybe I should let you take this with me so you can show Danny. I don't know. It's funny. Oh, we've enjoyed it, though, and hope that you at home have enjoyed it as well. It's been our pleasure to bring it to you. Fairfield Mules win it 82-42. Fairfield improves to 15-3 on the season. And, again, we'll be back here Wednesday night to bring you the Mules and the Harrisburg Bulldogs along about 7 o'clock. Till then, for Billy Rockett, I'm Randy Olson saying thanks for watching. And, again, you see the final on the screen. The Mules win it 82-42 over Mount Vernon, Indiana. And so long from Carmi.